Hey, what's up, guys? Coach Jalen here. I want to talk to you guys about mastery, about deload week, about retest week. Retest week, test week that's coming next week, the open that's coming in a couple months. That's crazy. And then kind of like your goals and being real with yourself on all of this, and accessory work programming to help you guys and whatever you may need to help further customize your experience here at Ravage. So, to get into that, if you look at someone like Brandon, I know we've talked about this before, the dude is super well-rounded, right? He's pretty strong. He's pretty dang fit cardiovascular-wise. He is pretty dang good at all the skills and the gymnastics. He's very well-rounded. He has spent years developing this all. It didn't come overnight, and he also has a background in being athletic. He played a lot of sports. He was good at moving his body around, and that definitely aided him coming into the sport of CrossFit. If you're someone who didn't do that, you're going to have a longer period where it takes to get there, potentially. If genetically you're gifted and you just didn't play any sports growing up, then maybe your time is a little shorter. But what I'm saying is Brandon has spent years developing his skills. And for example, me at one point, I was a powerlifter at first, so I never did the snatch, clean, and jerk ever. It wasn't a thing. I didn't do it growing up in school either. Our strength coach never had us doing any of that, so I never did it. Meaning, when I came over to CrossFit, I was like, oh, dang, I want to get good at this. I don't know how to snatch or clean, and I definitely can't even do any weight, but I could squat 500 pounds, which is funny, right? So it took me a year. I literally spent an entire year, 4 days a week, doing snatch and clean and jerk variations, 4 days a week for a year. And I also had to condition, and I also had to work on skills because I wanted to get good at the sport. So I had to spend 2 to 3 hours a day training. And I had the time and means to do that. I wanted to do it. I was also coaching, and it was just a part of my goals where I was in life then. It is no longer a part of my goals anymore. But training is, and improving is, and getting better and enjoying the process is still a part of my goals. And so I still put in the work. But am I spending 3-4 days a week practicing muscle ups, being 6'1" and 235 pounds? No, not at all, because it would negatively impact my body, just so I could get a little better at a muscle up when I don't need to be doing them right now. I'm too big for them. It's going to hurt my joints and ligaments, and I just don't care about spending the time on that right now. I care about getting my body healthy and moving properly and working through all my balances and making sure my knee's good. You see the point there. So my mastery is different than someone who might want to master muscle ups or handstand push-ups or chest to bar pull-ups or double unders. You can't just come in here every day and do the actual thing and just try to keep doing it. Sure, you might get there. Absolutely, you might. But are you negatively impacting your body just to get one muscle up or one handstand push-up? Or have you actually taken the little baby steps it takes to slowly build up the progressions and making sure that your body's not getting negatively impacted by you practicing these things? And that just takes time, and it requires someone to give you a program to do it, or the competence you have within yourself to do it. So, or finding it online or whatever it may be. But we want to help you out with that. And so if you're here to master anything, and this can come by way of strength, if you want to get stronger, it can come by way of conditioning. If you want to improve your energy systems for your metabolic conditioning, it can come by way of body transformation. Do you want to lose weight or gain muscle? That's a mastery process, and it should be spent that way. Do you want to just balance versus master something? So a lot of people are just here for that balance, and they're just here for that 1 hour of fitness, and they're just here to, they want to improve, but they're not going to invest 3 hours a day trying to do it. Totally cool. I get it. I'm essentially there myself, but what I want people to understand is not getting frustrated with yourself if you don't have a skill when you haven't put in the time to master that skill that it requires. So something that's technical like a clean, it requires, again, I spent a year on it. It requires time to get good at it. Coming and hitting it once in a Metcon and maybe once in strength work every other week is not enough time to let it negatively impact your mindset because you're not good at it. Sure, you'll improve very slowly, but if you're in the mindset of, dang, I want to master this, but all I'm spending is 20 minutes every other week on it, that's not enough time at all to get good at anything. You have to spend the day mastering these things. And so that's where accessory work comes into play. But for sure, I just want everyone to think about, what is your goal? What is your actual goal when you come through the door? What were you here for? What were you originally here for? Did you meet that goal? If not, why? If you did and you've progressed your goal since then, great. What is your new goal? And being super realistic with yourself. Do you have the time and means? Do you have the understanding of what it takes? If not, have you had the conversation with me or a coach about how to get there? And if you aren't able to do it on your own, are you willing to invest the time and the money it may take to get you there? First and foremost, we have a nutrition program. A lot of you are here for health and wellness, and to change your body, to get more confident in your own skin. And that's great. And if you've spent a year here and you absolutely love it, but your body's the same, and you're kind of upset about that still, well, maybe it's time for you to invest your money and yourself into your health, because your health is all you have. Waiting till we're 80 to think about it is too late. We should be thinking about it daily, and we should be putting things in our body that help it daily. And understanding how to do that in a balanced manner is important, for sure. But are you investing in a nutrition program so that you can reach those goals, if that is your goals and you haven't met them? If not, why? It's the same with getting better at the snatch, getting stronger back squat, developing the skill it takes to get a muscle up. Whatever it may be, it takes time and investment. So I just want everyone to understand that first off, because starting this new cycle is going to be a great time for you to take advantage of the accessory work programming. I already have a few people that do it. I'll give you an example. One person wanted a certain goal, right? They had a goal in mind. So we sat down, we talked about what their goal was. We developed a 6-week progression. They paid me $50 to do a 6-week progression. And then it's on them to go follow it outside of class or at home or on their own time. And at the end, we're going to meet. We're going to be, hey, did you hit all of your training sessions? If not, what happened? Did you see the success you wanted to see? Let's figure out why you did or why you didn't. Let's figure out what worked and what didn't work. But here, I gave you a program to follow, and were you able to follow it? If you didn't like something, let's figure that out. Let's tweak it, not twerk it. But at the end, we're going to meet again, and we're going to say, hey, okay, do you want to do another? Maybe it's 4 weeks. Maybe it's a month. That's 4 weeks. But whatever it may be, the time domain is what I'm trying to say. And the price will change for everyone based on what their goal is and the time it requires to spend on me developing it and them going and doing it. And so this is a further way to customize your experience and get it more personalized. And that's the best way to master anything you want to do, is to customize it for you. And we do that essentially when we talk about scaling workouts and adapting them. That should always be something you're focusing on. So plenty of times we're choosing weights that are too much for us because we're chasing a goal that isn't even in line with what our actual goals are, because we're using our ego, or we're trying to chase someone next to us, or we're trying to do something that we're not quite ready for. And I'm not saying that's not cool and that's not something to strive for, and that's not putting in the work, but it's not doing it in the optimal way, the smart way, the way that keeps you healthy. And we're trying to create bodies that are going to be healthy in 30 years. We're trying to be old and be able to walk up some steps and get out of a car and do a squat, right? We're trying to be able to, that's the most important thing. So understanding that first and foremost, and then understanding the time it takes to acquire this goal and investing yourself in it. And I want to help whoever out there. Let's have a conversation, whether it's nutrition, whether it's accessory work, that can come by way of getting you stronger, getting you more technical work, getting you more skill work, getting you progressions for anything, whatever it may be. I mean, it can be anything. Let's have a conversation. Let's figure out what the plan looks like, and let's invest in it. And I'll give you everything I got. you guys want to take advantage of that, let me know, please. You can message me on Facebook. You can message me, Daniel Ravitch CrossFit at gmail.com. You can have a conversation with me in class, whatever it may be, and I will give you the help that you need. And if it's not you signing up for a program, let's sit down and let's just have a talk. It can be that also. So let's figure out what your goals are. Let's customize it. And if you're just here for some balance and you're 1 hour fitness and you don't care about all this stuff, that's great too. Whatever it may be, I just want to help however I can help. And I see a lot of people wanting to get better, and I would love to help you do that more efficiently in a more optimal way. So thank you for your time. If you made it this long, 11-minute video, I appreciate it. Message me if you have any questions, guys. Thank you.